Hello everyone, Michael Opal here, week 7 assignment, which is the demonstration speech. Tonight actually, I will be breaking down an AR-15 rifle to show you all the components, and then I will reassemble it for you to show you actually how easy it actually is. Right here on my wall, I have a breakout of all the components. As you can see there, it identifies all of the major components and all of the subcomponents of the weapon system. And now, we will go ahead and begin this process, which really is not all that hard. As the first process, here is the rifle itself. Let me adjust my camera just a little bit. There we go. Okay. So this is your weapon as a whole. First thing you're going to do is extend the buttstock, and you're going to see this lever right here. Right here, you're going to pull this lever down as such. I'm going to pull it down, all the way down, and pull up. And this takes care of your buttstock. Okay, so we've gotten the buttstock off. I'm going to lay this down right here. So now we can go ahead and clean this if we need to. You're going to have two pins right here that you're going to have to push out. They're located right here. Push both of them out. These pins basically lock in the upper and lower receiver of the rifle. And here's your lower receiver right here. Here are those two pins that I was just talking about. They pop all the way out. This has your trigger assembly and your buffer spring. Now I'm going to go ahead and break this down, the lower receiver first. What I like to use is a Gerber or a Leatherman. You're going to see a little pin right here, right in there. You're going to push that down, and the spring will decompress as such. You pull out your buffer assembly, and this is all that you're going to break down for the lower receiver. Put my lower receiver over here, your buffer assembly, so you're going to go ahead and pull out the spring. This makes up your buffer assembly. Go ahead and put this down over here. Okay, now what you have left is the upper receiver. Okay, you have your bolt carrier, which is located inside the upper receiver here, and to get that out, you're going to pull the charging handle back. Here's your charging handle right here, this little T-piece. There's a little press pad button here. You're going to press it down and pull back. That's going to pull out your bolt carrier. So now that you have it out just like this, you're going to just gently slide out the bolt carrier as such. It comes right out. As you can see, here's the inside. So now I have my bolt carrier out. I'm going to set this on my lap. Now I'm going to pull the charging handle out. And here's the charging handle. As you can see, this is the inside of the upper assembly. The top notch is for the charging handle. Once you get the charging handle in, you just slide your bolt carrier in, and it goes right up to the front of the chamber. So here, slide assembly. Or charging handle, I'm sorry. Bolt carrier. Now you've basically broken down everything. You can take the upper receiver off, or the hand guards, by pressing this back, all the way back. With the AR-15, it's a little bit more difficult. They actually have some special tools to do it. But as far as breaking it all the way down, I'm going to leave this piece on. So those are your hand guards. Okay, so other than that, that is all you really have to do. Very basic. So the upper receiver is done. Now we're going to go into the bolt carrier. Now the first thing you're going to do is you're going to pull out this little pin right here. So I like to use my Gerber. Reach in there, pull it out, and here is your cotter pin. Now your firing pin will pull out. And it just slides right out. It stores basically right inside here. Goes right in. Now we have the firing pin out. Now we can actually get the bolt out. So you're going to take your bolt cam pin, which is right here. It's at a horizontal slot. You just rotate it to where it's parallel, runs parallel with the bolt carrier, and it should slide right out. As such. Now your bolt can come out. Now you've disassembled everything out of the bolt carrier, and here's the actual bolt. So from here, there is a smaller pin. Which will take me a second here. I gotta get the right tool out here. One moment. This will work. Okay, most instructions won't go this far, but I'm going to go ahead and show you how easy it truly is. Let's use my cotter pin to pull it out. It's a little bit more lubricated. So there's your bolt cam pin right here. Comes right out, and then your ejector slide comes out, and that's all it is. The firing pin runs right in through there, and that's how it works. So now you're going to put your ejector back in, followed by your pin cover, your pin. I can't remember the name off the top of my head. Oops, easy. Yeah, I just dropped it. Slides right back in. You make sure it's flush with the bolt. And now your entire bolt is back together. Now you're going to put it back in the bolt carrier. So you'll see this hole here, it measures up with this opening right here, and you want to make sure that it's flush so you can get your cam pin back in, your bolt cam pin. And there's your hole right there. That's where the firing pin will fire through. And just parallel, it goes in, and you rotate it to where it is horizontal, as such. And now you extend your bolt all the way out. Now it is ready for the firing pin. Throw the firing pin back in there. And your cotter pin goes right back in just like you pulled it out. Now your bolt's back in. Now it's time to put the upper receiver back. Charging handle goes first. As such, you're going to push it in, and there's going to be a notch in the inside. You'll be able to feel it. Boom. Goes right up, and you don't want to put it all the way back in because you want to be able to put your bolt in. That top piece goes inside the charging handle as such. And all the way in. Slam it in there nice and good. Now your upper receiver is back. Now we're going to go to the lower receiver. Buffer assembly. Put it back into the tube. All the way back to you hear it click. Remember that pin you got to release? Yeah, it locks it and keeps it in place. And what that does is it, when you fire the weapon, the buffer assembly will provide the recoil so that it shoots your bolt back up and reloads for you. Now you're ready for your stock. It just goes right in, and it stops. You have to pull this piece down again. which means you gotta give it a little force, gotta come a little higher. And there we go. And there is your M4. I basically just broke it down for you, all the way down to the bolt itself. And that is how you do it. Have a great day.